Welcome, Libra Scorpio, to your end of the month reading for February. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's in your energy. This is what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Actually going to use the Akashic Tarot to get the energy. Switching it up. Libra, Scorpio, please give me the best message of what's in their energy, please. Thinking, feeling, or in their energy, the energy surrounding them. The card you have coming up is up in the air. So the energy surrounding you, whether it's what you're thinking, feeling, or just maybe even someone else's energy, is up in the air. The situation itself could just be up in the air, right? It just means that I'm not sure exactly where I'm going. Things are up in the air at this moment. Not really knowing exactly what aspects of your life are really important, or really trying to figure out what they are, right? So what are the important situations that could be hidden from you? So it's like you're looking up at this balloon going, what is going on, and how come I feel a strong urge of desire to get some kind of turnout about this situation? But it does feel like something may be hidden, and you're trying to figure this point out. So let's see what's going on. Clarifying on up in the air. Do you feel like something is being hidden from you, Libra, Scorpio? Card's not only going to clarify on up in the air, but the entire reading. Clarify on up in the air for Libra, Scorpio, please. Up in the air. Mental conflict. Yeah, so there's some mental conflict going on around you. And it just feels like it's because, yeah, it does feel like something is... Is it one of those situations for you that you may know it's right in front of your face, but I don't see it? It needs to come to light is really what the situation is. Okay, so getting straight into the situation is taking place in the present, the near past, and the near future. Getting over some emotional loss at this time. I think it's just because the mental conflict has you really stuck in your head about what is going on around you, my friends. Straight to the recent past, please. Recent past. Prosperity begins upside down in the near future. Memories of love. Could be an ex, could just be nostalgia, dreaming, trying to get to something that you had from the past, thinking of the past. Okay, let's go over here to prosperity begins upside down, not feeling like your prosperities are coming together the way that you want them to from the past. Whether it's love, it could be any situation. Seven of Swords, Ten of Cups, Five of Coins. The only thing I see out of this, and the first message that I'm getting in my head, is you feel played. Did you get played? Did you... Hearing got played. Was going after the Ten of Cups for the prosperity begins. Were you planting seeds at one time within a relationship or job, whatever the situation is for you, my friends? Okay, but something happened, and it feels like you got played. It was like almost like I planted all these seeds. I did everything I did, and then someone come came in. This person came in and took the swords away. They took the seeds out of the ground. That's literally what it looks like. I was trying to go after my 10 of Cups and they took the seeds out of the ground. They left me for disappointments. Right when I thought that I was getting the satisfactions from this situation, this person, take it how it is. It was almost like I was doing everything what I felt was right, but why are you pulling everything away? Why are you taking everything away that I planted for us? And then you feel like you got played. Is that why it's up in the air now? Mental conflict, see, because the mental conflict, remember, friends, is going to resonate on the near past, the present, and the future. So here you're getting confused. There's some confusion going on. It's like, why would you do that? I did everything I was supposed to do, and then you came and pulled everything out. Or you pulled away from me. You destroyed everything I planted. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. The Fool upside down. They escaped with like everything. They took off with everything. For some of you, they literally took something. You planted seeds to this and they took off with it and they escaped. And it has you confused to why they would do such a thing. It's almost confusion to me because it feels like if you guys had something in the past, okay, remember this is recent past. If you had something in the past where you were planting all these beautiful things, let's just use a really good example. Let's say that I planted the seeds and I did all of this work for a car, let's just say, right? We paid the car off, I planted the seeds, I did everything, and then you took off in the car. You didn't say anything, you just drove away in the car that we paid together. Why would you do that? I got this car so that we could have transportation together. And then you decided to pack your bags and then you bailed with this car. Right? Same kind of idea. I know it's kind of a weird one, but that's the only thing I can think of at this time. Because there's, no matter what it is, if it's a love relationship, you planted all these seeds to them and gave them a lot of things. And it just feels like they took everything, maybe they took everything for granted. And then they bailed. You got an emotional loss, but there's something going on that's still up in the air, and this is why you're in mental conflict. What made them do this? What made them play you? What made them destroy this? You guys had the 10 of Cups. What the heck? What in the heck happened? So whether or not they actually stole something that's materialism, or actually just thieving your heart and destroyed the relationship, and then escaped like nothing happened, where they, it's kind of like the 5 of Coins. Like, I don't love you anymore. I'm depressed. I'm not feeling good. But this is very depressing for you because this puts you in the mental conflict because you don't understand it. It's very confusing energy. And that's why it's up in the air. So emotional loss over here. It's like you're trying to get past the emotional loss right now, Libra, Scorpio. But there's still this unjustified feeling. Right, and that's where this, once again, that's where the mental conflict and the up in the air is. It's unjustified. It doesn't make sense. And it's like there was no truth coming through this at all. How can there be truth when it's only confusion? And then you feel like they were untruthful to you. Yeah, because like it's almost like in your mental conflict over here, it was like I gave to you, and here comes the beautiful Scorpion card. So it's definitely your energy. And look, we're doing a Libra Scorpio, so to you it's imbalanced, and having these two cards fall on top of each other, the Justice upside down with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a Scorpion card. The Justice is a Libra. So this is definitely you trying to figure out, I gave to you. I did everything. I made this for you. Or I bought this car and you took off in it, or you sold it, or something. Something is so wrong. Something is so wrong, my friends. So yeah. But it feels like with the Knight of Cups sitting next to the Ten of Cups from the past, that it's almost like you're saying, I offered you 10 of Cups. In fact, we had 10 of Cups. And that's really what I feel, friends. I feel like you had the 10 of Cups together. But then something happened. Like, why would you do this when everything was fine? So trying to get past the emotional loss doesn't mean, and the upset and the hurt, doesn't mean that you're still not, completely over it. Because fine, your heart's over it, but you're still stuck in your head. You're saying, I'm not sad about it anymore. That's really, I don't see the sadness. I don't see any emotion that way, right? Like, you're getting past the 5 of coins, right? You're getting past the hurts. Because now you're just trying to figure out why they did this. Why did you do this? Why is it up in the air? What am I missing? What escaped my attention? What are you doing? And it's that untrusting feeling. That untrusting. And then you have the up in the air with the untrusting. So it's like, how did I just feel like, how did I miss this? Look, with that 6 of coins upside down, you could also, it's conducted some business with your lover, and then he bailed. And now you're left holding the bag. You cut your losses, and now you're trying to do whatever you did. And if they didn't leave you holding the bag, they just left, period. See, I don't really feel like, maybe for some of you, they did leave, right? Maybe they left some bills to you, something like that. But for more than anything, for the majority of, I don't really feel that. I feel like you gave everything you were supposed to give. You planted the seeds, you did everything, and they stole the seeds. They stole the happiness. Or they stole the items. What is the up in the air here? What is it that they're missing? What is the up in the air for? What are they missing? Clarify on the up in the air. What is Libra Scorpio missing? What was the why? Two of Staffs, 7 of Staffs. So I'm going to get an Akashic card to go on that as well. Traveling towards a challenge. Clarify on the up in the air. So clarify on the 2 of Staffs and the 7 of Staffs and the up in the air. Like literally both. It says karmic trench. So it's like they're traveling towards a challenge. So you're definitely traveling towards a challenge. And this is challenging you no matter what with the mental conflict. With the karmic trench over here, it's karmic. They left karma is what it feels like. They caused a karmic trench is what it feels like to me. This reveals a difficult pattern in your life, a pattern of self-defeating feelings, thoughts, and actions that you've been brought forward from previous incarnations. You return to this life with the intention of breaking this karmic pattern, but then you got pulled into the old thoughts and behaviors. You've been digging yourself deeper into a karmic trench that gets harder and harder to escape. This pattern is not unknown to you. You recognize it in relationships, in your jobs, and certainly in your beliefs, behaviors, and responses. It's time to take charge of your karmic by altering the inner ideas, feelings, and patterns that cause you to make sabotaging choices. Every time you notice yourself making an old choice that digs you deeper into karmic trench, You can change your mind and actions. So what were they doing? They were doing old habits and old beliefs. I don't believe it's them. It's not you. It's them. So they're traveling towards the challenge and digging themselves deeper into it. So they do this a lot. This person has done this before. So for them, this is like a cycle of a pattern for them. And it feels like you, my friends, got stuck inside of an old pattern and an old belief. And for some of you, if you feel like, you know what, damn it, I've done this before. I've given too much to someone and then they take advantage of me. That could be a possibility as well. But for the majority of you, whether it also resonates with you or not, it's definitely their energy. And it's saying that this person you're dealing with is probably a Sagittarius, Leo, or a Aries. And they have done this before. This isn't something new for them. And it's even saying that, you know, they could have done this in their old life as well. Take it how you want to resonate it. For old life, for me, you know, besides reincarnation, it just means that they did it in their old past life, teenage life, when they were in their 20s, when they were in their 30s, depending on the age. Now, if you guys are only like 20 years old, then it could hugely be a possibility that this is past life. It could be past life, no matter what. But for the majority of you, I'm going to say this is a pattern that they've been doing their whole life, even within their past. So if you're about 37 or so, they've been doing this since they were like 20. Okay, it's just an ongoing pattern that they do. Why do they do this? They self-sabotage themselves. And this is what's up in the air. And maybe this is, well, we asked it to clarify on up in the air. So what is the point? What is the point of the conflict? Why does it feel like it's hidden? Why there's no truth here? Because they're self-sabotagers. That's what you did not know. That's where it's all coming from. So, I mean, when you get in a relationship, how are you supposed to know that they're self-sabotagers? They're going to tell you? Most people don't know that. Well, you know, were you going to sit down at dinner and be like, well, I have this really bad thing about, you know, taking things from people and then bailing because, you know, I don't really want to get too emotionally involved. Think they're really going to say that? No one on this planet ever said that. Okay, so the whole point is that they're big at self-sabotaging themselves, and it's just the way their behavior is. It's something a pattern they need to break. And the unfortunate part is that, yeah, they involve other people, so you're involved. You know, and then next time I'll do another reading, you know, for, you know, Aquarius, and then they'll have the same problem too, right? So, yeah. You know, so when they go to the next person, well, yeah, like I said, it could be, and you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Gemini, or another Libra. But the point is that you won't be the first ones over here, Libra, Scorpio, right? As soon as they get involved in someone else, the story is going to come up again, and then we're going to hit their energy, and we're going to be like, well, now they're with Aquarius. Now they're doing it to them, out there self-sabotaging themselves and making Aquarius feel this way, right? So it's just going to be one relationship to the next relationship for them. And that's exactly what they did. They escaped. I don't feel like there was ever really 100% goodbye. I don't feel it was like, oh, I don't think this is going to work. I don't feel that. I feel like it was more like I packed my bags and I'm gone. Total escape artist. And that sabotages them also, because how is that going to help fix the relationship? How do they expect to have a reconciliation? Well, they don't. They don't for the majority of you. I do not see, because they don't know how. So even if it was to, like, I'm going to offer you cups, let's just say that you were going to offer them cups again, they would never be there. For the majority of you, they vanished. You went up and away in the sky in your, you know, big, beautiful balloon, and, you know, it's gone. Okay, so you have the memories of love. Page of Swords. There you are again. Two of Swords. Trying not to think about this is what is really going on over here. In the near future, you're just trying not to go back to this. So it feels like if nostalgia does come up, or this conversation, because we have a lot of conversation over here going on. So it's almost like we don't want to speak of this, right? I don't want to speak of this. I don't want you to really bring it up because I don't want those memories. And it does feel like someone is trying to get these memories out of you, trying to bring this back up to light. I do not believe that this person is coming back. For some of you, it could be them trying to come back. But for most of you, it's more like people are trying to get you into a conversation that you've already pretty much emotionally gotten out of. And the mental conflict is pretty much dissipating as well with the Two of Swords upside down. That means you're finding new paths and new ideas and seeing things from different points of view about the situation. So therefore, any memories that do come up, it's kind of like you're pushing back on them, right? You're trying to walk away from them. You're not going to allow them to trap you with the Hangman. You're getting past them. So it would be one of those things like, please don't bring this person up. Okay, because I don't want to talk about it. Could be even a Pisces trying to talk to you about it, and you're like, please, Pisces, don't talk about this. It could even be a Gemini talking to you about this. Yeah, Six of Swords. You don't want to go back to that. You're really trying to move past this with the Six of Swords upside down because there's a delay. Right? There's this delay. This delay is if you keep talking about it, you're going to put me in my head. I do not want the delay of moving forward. No, I have the passion and I am taking on the passion and removing the Three of Swords from the heart. And I'm not going to allow it to Three of Swords me anymore. So by not talking about it is actually going to be the best thing for you at this time. Yes, we'll give you the Four of Staffs. This way you can move on, celebrate life, and get on to the new beginnings and the stabilities of where you need to be within yourself. Really grounding yourself for yourself, right? Really putting the action back to where it needs to be instead of, So I would have to say in the near future, okay, where you're here in the past, here, in the near future, here you are, my friends. Why? Because you're finally getting past it. Maybe the reading helped you understand a lot of what was going on, and maybe we can only pray that this helped you get past some of the mental conflict by just knowing that they are just self-sabotagers. This is what they do. They need to grow from that. So if this is actually going to help that and to get you over here, then this can also bring light and get rid of that energy as well. That's what our intention of the videos are, right? Is to help you have understanding. Is it 100? No, my friends, it's not 100. Just because they're self-sabotaged, there could be even more to the story, of course. But we just get down to the basics, right? The basics. So I just want to bring that up to light because I've had a couple of people bring up that this is not 100. This doesn't make any sense, and it's like it was never really meant to be that way. Okay, it's just meant to help move you. Okay, move you in the right direction with having understanding. Okay, so yes, Buddha prepares is the overall card to the ending, right? So this is your overall card for the whole reading, and this is going to be the ending, pulling it all through, right? Pulling it all through. So we have the Buddha prepares. What a beautiful card. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's very beautiful. Okay. Going 13 is Buddha prepares. I'm still learning these cards, so I have to use them a lot so I can learn them. Okay, so let's see. This card shows a time of inner preparation before action. So you're actually preparing yourself before you actually take 100% action. How beautiful is that? And that's because you have to get this upside down and get this gone. Not making you have to, excuse me, worry or be confused anymore or thinking anything's hidden from you. Okay, so it says, before you can reach outside yourself, you must reach within to find your power, your purpose, and your direction. This period of time may feel a little like waiting, and it appears so in your exterior life because Some points of action seem to be at a standstill. Really, though, you're just taking the time that you require to prepare and to truly step into your power. So now it's time to just step into, like I said, your happiness, right? Really taking on the passion and really getting back to yourself. Don't be in a hurry, though. The time to act is continuing, and when it's here, your strength will be absolute. How beautiful, right? So if you just think of it that way, right? You don't have to be in a hurry to go anywhere. Don't, push yourself so hard that you have to, get out of everything so fast, right? Just prepare yourself and just know that, you're on the right path is really what it looks like to me. Having these in your energy for the near future, which could be a couple of weeks from now, is telling me already that you're already on the right path to say, you know what, I got it. Fine. They want to sabotage themselves, dig their own trenches, however you want to see them, whatever words you want to use, that will help you move. Okay. Going to help you move. And I just have to say that if the person is really 100%, cards don't lie, so they are self-sabotaging themselves. We just pray that's really all it is, but we don't know that. It's general reading. They need prayer. They need blessings. They need love and light themselves. You can only pray that like someone like this could watch these videos to get the strength that they need to get out of their own karmic trench that they keep digging for themselves. A person like this needs, they need to challenge themselves harder to put things like that behind them, because all they're doing is just hurting other people along their way. But in the end, my friends, in the end, they're going to end up hurting themselves worse, right? They need growth. And they need growth to stop, because this behavior is bad. This is bad, 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 bad. And I know for some of you, you're like, no way, they ain't never going to do that, because they did something so heinous. And I'm sure there's going to be some of you, who are going to be like, no way, they did some heinous things when all I did was give. But man, I'm telling you, that's just all it is. They really need to grow and realize what they're doing. So I just pray that they wake up to see what they're doing, not only to others by hurting others, but also how they hurt themselves, and let it go. Yep. Perfect timing, and let it go, my friends. Let it go, and let's start the healing, and let's start getting back to the strength, right? And at the bottom of the deck is forgiveness. So yeah, just like, you know what? That's it. Because in the end, they're going to end up hurting themselves more than they could. When you have karmic, they're going to end up hurting themselves more than they could ever hurt you. They're going to end up in so much pain, right? So much pain, because they're just digging themselves their own grave. That's really what it is. Before you know it, these trenches are going to be so deep, they won't be able to they're going to need a ladder to get out of it, right? But more than likely, the sad thing is if they don't change, they're going to dig a hole so deep, the dirt is just going to cover them. And like I said, digging their own grave. Okay, so... Okay, my friends, and that was it for you. And until next time, peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.